Hey everyone, my name is Erica Miller and this is my first video, yay! So it's going to be a book review on The Iron King by Julia Kagawa. I know everyone and their mother, including mine, has read this, but I finally read it and I loved it. Megan Chase is the narrator in the story, and she never quite fit in really anywhere, and she was an outcast really with only one friend who goes by the name of Robbie. And she starts feeling even more outcasted and more awkward when she starts experiencing weird things and starts seeing things that other people don't even notice. She comes home one day from school and she sees her mother laying on the kitchen floor and her brother acting very, very strange. And then a few minutes later, her friend Robbie pops over at the right time, confesses to her that, yo, that's not your real brother, and that he's been taken to Fairy World. Like most people, she's like, there's no such thing as Fairy World. But Robbie finally convinces her that there is such a thing, and she gives in and follows him into the Never Never. As they enter the Never Never together to find her brother Ethan, many obstacles come up. Many barriers steer Megan off track, and she lands up right in front of the King of the Fairies, where he also confesses something even more shocking, that she is his daughter. What? With all this new news, Megan is very confused and concerned, but she is still very determined to find her brother Ethan, wherever he may be. I want to first say that this book is totally not what I expected, which is a great thing. Also, I've never read any books based on fairies, and I'm not a huge fan of the books who have the king and queen aspects in it. But I decided to go out on a ledge and buy this book, well, the whole series, and I'm so glad I did. One of my favorite things about this book was the amazing imagery in it. See, if they made a movie about it, it would be amazing. I'm not sure if it's the fairy genre altogether or if it's just this book, but I don't care. There were scenes with such beautiful imagery. It was so picturesque and so vivid and so colorful. But also, there was some dark imagery and some terrifying moments in the book that the author described so well and so detailed. It really made the scene come to life in my head. And even though it was kind of gory and kind of gross, I still loved it and I found it amazing. The imagery was definitely one of the best parts in the book. Another great thing about this book was the characters. The majority of them were so unique and so different, and it really put a personal twist on the plot and the story. The main character, Megan Chase, I find to be a decent character. I didn't absolutely fall in love with her. She definitely has a care for others, which I deeply relate to. Her care for others was her weakness and her strength throughout the book. I didn't find her totally outstanding, but she was very tolerable. Another character in the story is Robbie. He is Megan's best friend throughout the book, and he's very sarcastic and very funny. And I found it very refreshing throughout the book, especially during intense scenes where he'd just bust in and say a sarcastic line. I seriously would not mind having someone like Robbie in my life as one of my best friends. Another character that I absolutely adored throughout the story was Grimblekin. He was a cat present throughout the whole story who, even though kind of did things for his own benefit, he still helped Megan throughout the way. Near the end of the book, I feel that he totally expresses his care for Megan, and I have a feeling he actually did feel care, he just didn't want to admit it to himself. Grimblekin was very sly, and for some reason I pictured him as this very fat cat. Maybe it's because I own a fat cat? I don't know, but I definitely would not mind if my cat could talk if he was Grimblekin. Grimblekin always ended up putting a smile on my face, and was another reason why I enjoyed this book so much. And here comes confession time. Ash. Totally had a crush on him throughout the whole book. I don't know why, I just found him very sexy. I was right there with Megan when she admitted to herself that he was gorgeous. I'm like, yeah, if you don't want him, I'll take him. He was also very mysterious, and not to put a pun in here, but his personality was very chilling. When I picture Ash in my head, I think of this tall, kind of lean, slightly muscular guy who is very elegant, but in a princely, manly way. Every time he showed up in the book, I had this smile on my face. I have a problem, guys. I have crushes on guys in books. And this is not the first time it's happened. People who have read this, page 320, I got pretty freaked out. But a few pages later, it got all good. So I'm a happy camper right now. I did read the back of The Iron Daughter, though, and I have a feeling that maybe possibly my feelings may change for Ash. Who knows? I'll have to read and find out, right? But Ash was definitely my favorite character in the whole book. Overall, the plot was very, very enjoyable and really super surprising. And the characters were amazing, and so was the imagery in this book. I really, really enjoyed this, and this is seriously one of the best books I've ever read. Not that I've read that many books, but still. 5 out of 5 stars, all the frickin' way. And if you want to see my written review for this book, go to my Goodreads, which will be linked below, and you can check it out. If you read this book, tell me what you thought about it in the comments below, or if you haven't read it yet, if you are going to check it out, which I highly recommend for anyone, maybe and possibly guys. Get inside a girl's head. That's always a good thing. Don't be afraid of that, guys. Don't be afraid. Thank you so much for watching my first video, and I hope you really do enjoy. Leave a comment below or message me on things that you think I should fix, or just helpful tips in general. I would greatly appreciate it, and I'm so glad I finally got up the nerve to make a YouTube video. I'm going to be uploading even more videos shortly, so if you want to make sure you see every video that I upload, you can subscribe if you want to. But really, I hope you guys really did enjoy this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!